at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From Smoothie King Center in downtown New Orleans, tonight it's the New Orleans Pelicans playing host to the LA Clippers. It's showtime. The tip won by Los Angeles. Leonard to Gortat. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Ball with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. A lot of contact. No whistle.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Leonard to Beverly. George. LA with 4 to shoot. George and drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Lonzo Ball with the rock.
Defense, let's go.
To George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Ball, deep left corner. And a throwdown.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
The assist from number
To Paul George. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Holiday in possession, trailing by 4. And counted at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Leonard. That's how you defend. Pelicans have the basketball. Fires the three. Oh, Lonzo Ball. Missed his first. That one goes. To Leonard. Gortat. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. To George. From long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Holiday. Lonzo Ball. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Paul George to Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shoot or shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Leonard. He engulfed him that time. Holiday controls the basketball. Leads 3. Clippers have it. Leonard. His first quarter struggles from deep continue. It's no good. Holiday in possession. He'll run the offense. Ball. Passed it off. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Now the Clippers call a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Time to shuffle things up.
Number 23.
To Beverly. George. Not that time. Lonzo with it. Leads 5. Lonzo Ball. 3 for 6 now.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And he makes them both. Ball with it up top. Up 5. Favors to Holiday. Down low to Okafor. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Eats one more. Tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Great look and vision. Lonzo Ball. 4 out of 7.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Lonzo Ball at the line. And he connects on the first free throw.
Number 2.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. George, and drains it. Ball. Over to the right side. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Ball. Great dish to set it up. Marcin Gortat with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
LA Clippers with the basketball. George. Pelicans have the rebound. Kawhi Leonard snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
4-3. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Flushes it home. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Ball to Holiday. Cashes in for two.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. And he'll head to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws.
Number 41,
To Holiday. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Leonard. At long last, he couldn't buy a three to start this game, but he finally gets one to go down.
And you see, Ed, when he shot that one, he wasn't hoping for the ball to go in. He knew the ball was going in. That was the difference.
Driving right to the basket.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Oh, emphatic slam.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Hey, watch this screen left.
To Holiday. Drew Holiday. 3 for 4. Good start.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Trying to cash in. Shot by Simmons won't fall.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit it.
The pass set it all up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
I got ball.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Clippers have the basketball. George. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
And they call it.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Drew Holiday trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. George lets it fly. Gets a look. Can't hit. Lou Williams sends it away. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Mike Scott. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Williams. Stuffs it down with authority.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
New Orleans will take it up. Holiday. You've got to get that one to go. Take stock of the floor to Beverly.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Has a chance. Holiday with a shot that won't fall. Beverly into the front court. Leads 4. Count the basket inside.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you.
To Holiday. Drew Holiday. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
The drive, right to the basket, right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
It's LA Clippers ball. George to Lopez. Robin Lopez, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Beverly. Can't get the bounce.
That's me.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just in time. So count the basket, and they're back within striking distance at the end of the first quarter. On to the second quarter. Jay, I don't know if we're going to see quite that level of offensive production that we saw to start this one.
Well, the offense is hitting on all cylinders. Great ball movement, great shooting, great passing. But my goodness, has the defense been horrific. Can we do something about that, please, in the second quarter?
Here comes the screen. Here's Leonard for 2. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And gets both to drop at the line. Williams. Nice pass to set things up. And scores. Strong take.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Williams to Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Leonard. shot won't go. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. Slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player, pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans, so it'll stay with the LA Clippers. George. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Holiday. Nice work inside. Derek Favors.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Paul George to Leonard. Oh, he had him there for a second. George, he continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Kawhi Leonard knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Holiday controls the basketball. Down 4. Good look that time, but off the mark. Beverly down low for Leonard. To Beverly. Here's a chance from long range. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense. Holiday in possession. Trailing by 4. Great feed. Kawhi Leonard rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Beverly. And the Pelicans able to clear the rebound. Ball into the front court. Looking to make something happen. George to Beverly. To Leonard. Beverly. Oh, it took a while, Jay, but he hits his first 3 of the game here tonight.
Yeah, couldn't really get one to fall in the first quarter, but he stayed the course and did a good job of squaring his shoulders to the basket.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. And he's going to the free throw line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Lonzo Ball. He's got 2 shots coming. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. 2 for 2 on that trip. To Gortat. Leonard. Nice pass to set things up. And he finishes at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And too much contact.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Clippers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Never dare Patrick Beverly. Hits a wide open 3.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, Eventually, I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Paul George able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
This guy's tough. Patrick Beverly, hand in his face, still drills it.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Lonzo Ball, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 75% so far tonight. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Beverly. Paul George. To Beverly. George. To Beverly. LA with 4 to shoot. Paul George, 4-2. Deep 2 there, won't go.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Marcin Gortat swats it. Pelicans recover. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. Lonzo Ball connects. They sag off someone whose shot is only improving, and Lonzo delivers.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Beverly. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Knocked loose. Beverly. And the rebound taken by the Pelicans. New Orleans going to take it up. Etuan Moore. Tough matchup against George. Sizing up the defense. Has a look. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Here's Leonard for 2. Cleans it up. To Leonard. Beverly. Leonard.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. Second to 3, got it. And he hits all 3 free throws. New Orleans has it. Screen coming.
Defensive 2-second violation for Los Angeles. For the New Orleans Pelicans. Number 10 to the line.
And hits at the line. To Favors. Montrezl Harrell. Huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Robin Lopez sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And guess what? They're living large right now.
The Pelicans will take the timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. foul. Jay, he was there too late.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
First one, count it. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. To Williams, lets it fly from long range, and Lou Williams buries the three with a hand in his face.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Got it.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Williams into the front court. They lead it by 14. Beverly to Williams. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down. Leonard buries it.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets it at the top of the key. Robin Lopez pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Okafor's shot misses. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
LA Clippers with the basketball. To Leonard. Beverly.
Shoot that, boy.
To Leonard. Williams. Well defended. Lopez. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Favors. Lays it up and in.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Leonard to Lopez. And throws it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
To Favors. Nice pass to get things going.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Williams. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard to Williams. Curling inside. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Robin Lopez, 3 for 3 in this first half. Late heave to beat the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Clippers have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Pelicans would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Defense.
The Los Angeles Clippers are exhibiting some great defense. They're refusing to let shooters get comfortable and showing great anticipation in the passing lanes.
Player of the half.
Kawhi Leonard really showed off his court vision in the first half. When he's able to get the ball moving like that, his team can be tough to stop. No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Goes to the right side. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Leonard. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Oh, had him going there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Favors. Robin Lopez with a piece. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Trying to cash in. Beverly's shot no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Clippers have the basketball. Screen coming. Leonard to Lopez. Wade. He'll still beat you. Dwayne Wade. Nobody even close. Buries it.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Robin Lopez. Tips it. Beverly into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Down to Zaza. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. To Beverly. Leonard. Can't connect. It's no good. The follow won't go either. To Favors. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Here comes the screen. Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
Beverly. To Wade. For three. Like the confidence, but a tough shot for Dwayne Wade. Down the lane to lay it in.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Beverly into the front court. His team on top by 13. Nothing going here on that drive. Beverly to Wade. Leonard to Beverly. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
It's LA Clippers ball. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Leonard. No good. That's great defense.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Clippers have got it. Leonard. Off the assist.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Ball to the basket, but a shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Here comes the screen. Drew Holiday against Paul George. Marcin Gortat with the block. LA Clippers with the basketball. George, well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Knocked loose. Clippers have it. And the basket good at the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Holiday to Ball. Shot from the lane won't go. Driving right to the basket. Jumper's good.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
It's Pelicans ball. Ball. To Holiday. Terrific vision. From the painted area, won't go down.
I got ball, I got ball, I got ball, I got ball. Left.
Leonard to Beverly. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Beverly. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Montrezl Harrell snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Leonard. Smothering D.
Give the defense some credit here. He killed them in the first half, driving and scoring at will. But now, it's lockdown time.
Ah, rocking the rim. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. It's the Clippers with the possession now.
Subbing in for New Orleans, number 30.
Surveys the floor. Leonard. Deep left corner. To Beverly. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Ball with the basketball. His guys down big. To Holiday. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. To Beverly. Leonard. With the fadeaway. burns him for the basket.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Leonard. That's rebounded by New Orleans.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Going to launch beyond the arc. It's good. Defense to pick things up.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? Pelicans basketball. Ball to Holiday. Probing the defense. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Screen comes.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. A fundamental shot right there.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. Paul George to Leonard. Fires the three. That one off the mark. It's no good. Paul George sends it away. And count the basket inside.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
That ends the third quarter. It's been all Clippers so far. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Great pass to set it up. And a chance coming up at the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First try, no good. Misses the second as well.
I got it.
To Leonard. From long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
to Lopez. Williams goes to the left side. Williams. That won't go. Alonso controls the offense to Holiday. Ah, the monster stuff. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Leonard. They'll get it down low to Lopez. To Leonard. Williams. Oh, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Runner's good there.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Leonard. Beyond the arc for three. It's no good. Shots not going down. 4-3. No good. To Holiday. Count the bucket for two.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
What you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Whistle stops play. Timeout New Orleans as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Stepping in for New Orleans, number 44.
Marcin Gortat rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Gortat. Leonard. Cruises inside for two.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Ball brings the rock up court. Nikola Mirotic able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
George, he's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. To Holiday. And he knocks it down, Jay.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Beverly into the front court. Lead is 12. To Paul George. Beverly. George to Leonard. LA with 4 to shoot. To George. Here's a chance from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Holiday controls the basketball. The deficit now up to 12. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Screen on your left. Screen on your left.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for New Orleans, number 55.
Clippers have got it. To Gortat. Leonard with the interception.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Leonard to Paul George. Beverly. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Pelicans have the basketball. And the finish off the nice step through.
That's called escapability right there. Elusive.
Paul George to Gortat. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Lonzo with it. Down by 15. Marcin Gortat swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Leonard. And the rebound comes down to the Pelicans. To Ball. Paul George. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Leonard. Beverly. To George. Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. And Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Here comes the screen.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay. Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 22, Derek Favors. Stepping in for Los Angeles, number 1.
Ball. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
It's LA Clippers ball. Shot clock winding down. That's a 24-second violation. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 11, Drew Holiday.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Beverly into the front court. His guys leading by 14. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in, off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. New Orleans will take it up.
I got him.
Montrezl Harrell sends it away. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 13, Paul George.
Ball. Down low more. Goes reverse to lay it in.
2 points. The assist from number 2, Lonzo Ball.
Leonard. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Personal foul. Team foul number 4, Los Angeles Clippers.
Drew Holiday matched up with Paul George. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. Knock loose. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That move? That was nasty right there. But look, if you don't want to defend him, let me know. I can get a 10-day.
Leonard to Beverly. The drive right to the basket. Short jumper misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs are
Got a piece of it.
jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Beverly into the front court. His team on top by 13. Jumper's good.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Team foul number 5. Los
First try at the line, no good. Good bounce back, hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Beverly trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Yes, Marcin Gortat. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Leonard to Paul George. Count the basket at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
You got him. You got him. Well, let's quit. You got him. You got him.
Shot from in close, no good. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers emerged victorious after a tight finish. The statistic that seems to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Pelicans are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. They did a great job with their ball movement, forcing the defense to constantly make adjustments. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough for the win.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the New Orleans Pelicans. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
Got your baby. I put the soul in me. Sitting out on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Sitting out on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. Can I vibe? Vibes